Coming up on Good Morning Wilmington Live, CEO of Eastside Charter, Aaron Bass stops by, along with Maurice Ragland of Barclays, to talk about the $1 million donation towards the school STEM program. Plus, celebrity Chef Jenesis Prioleau stops by the plaza to talk about her new restaurant, Believe It, It's Vegan. And the Delaware Worship Collective's own Drew Scott and Adrian Carmona stops by to talk about the upcoming Community Worship Night. Be sure to tune in Monday, September 19th at 10 a.m. right here on DETV.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's going on? I'm your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, Mr. Positivity, and I'm here with my lovely co-host on this Monday morning,
Vincenza. That's all right. You can say it every once in a while. I love when you say my name.
Vincenza Carrieri Russo.
So perfect.
I gotta
really.
put that on the end.
And you roll the R's so well. So
I come from the south side of Italy.
Oh, of Italy. I'm from the south as well.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Awesome.
You had a busy weekend.
Look, this weekend.
I mean, you're nonstop all the time, but this weekend.
But before we get into all of that, we want to give a special. We want to dedicate the song. We want to dedicate this show to someone that's special to everyone here at DETV in the city of Wilmington.
Yes.
Our home girl, Rashima Dixon. Rashima and I go way back, right? To like when I first met her. She was working at Henrietta Johnson Center with Portia. And that's when I met Portia first, and then Portia introduced me to Rashima. And that's when I first heard, I think I was probably like the second person to hear that Rashima was going to run for city council. And then when she was running for city council and I was still, getting DETV off the ground, working in the basement, a couple of us used to meet. Jordan Hines, Rashima, Tamara Morris used to meet at Starbucks on Market. This is when everyone was broke and hungry, right? Like hungry to succeed. And we would meet at Starbucks and we would just sit there and come up with plans and and one day I'm gonna do this and one day, and we were like the Breakfast Club, right? The Broke Breakfast Club. And then she went on and became city council and did some amazing things for the community. Right. And we're definitely going to miss her, and we love her.
Yes.
We love you, Rashima, and we wish you. We just say, look out for us down here.
Yes. And may I chime in as well? So I had the opportunity to meet Ms. Rashima Dixon here on set at Good Morning Wilmington at DETV for the first time, and my first impression. Just so warm, so welcoming, and so genuine. And when I found out about the sad news of her passing, my older brother Italo texted me right away, and he said, he told me the news, and right away I felt my heart felt very sad. And then I started to remember, wow, she left such an impact on me just from one time meeting her. The first impression, she was just so warm, and I was like, why, right? Yeah. But I know that, everything happens for a reason, and we like to send our deepest and sincerest condolences to all of her family and friends. That we will keep the whole family and her friends in our prayers. And I know that she's watching all over us. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. We at DETV, Les, is it okay for me to say it? So we at DETV and some of our partners decided what we're going to do to honor Rashima I wish we could do it every day. We are going to do it every day. But what we're going to do, what we're going to do is DETV is going to have the Rashima Dixon Service Award that we look out for the communities, places and people in the community every year to honor our dear friend. Not just Councilwoman, but our dear friend.
Yes.
So, Rashima, we got it, baby. We're going to pick it up for you. We're going to pick the mantle up and we're going to run with it.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Woo! Weekend.
I know. Well, going back to such a busy weekend, you were nonstop. I know I was working at the restaurant, but I was watching on Facebook. All DETV was everywhere. You guys were everywhere. I was like, how are they doing it? We had Kaylin one place, we had you one place, we had Matt, we had everybody, Ty, everybody.
Everyone that did a check was doing something.
So tell me about the Rick Ross stopped by DETV for Eastside Charter's Impact Series. Tell us about that.
Okay, so a community partner, we can't do it without our partners, right? Eastside Charter and my main man, Aaron Bass came. He called me. I think we just a real general conversation about, 3 weeks ago, Aaron? And we were like, we're just always talking about how we can help the community, right? Or what can we do? Or his thing is, he uses me, and I'm fine with it, right, to highlight the community. So he's like, if I got a situation, boom, boom, boom. And then we said, he said, what do you think about having a speaker series, because they always have it, at DETV? And we was like, okay, we can make it a live event, and we could have studio audience, and we could have the kids, and we could do the book signing, and we could do this. And lo and behold, we wake up, and Rick Ross, the gentleman who invented crack cocaine, who supplied the East and West Coast back in the 80s, came, and it wasn't highlighting drugs, but he came to talk to some kids, the honor roll students at Eastside Charter, and it was just a great thing for him. And
it looked, I was able to tune in via Facebook, and it was a nice turnout. You had a live audience, which I thought was really nice.
The honor roll kids from Eastside Charter, honor roll. Let's talk about that. The honor roll kids.
Excellent. So it was a really nice opportunity to have such a great conversation, obviously, about Eastside Charter's Impact Series. But also, let's talk about Grouchy Greg. He was a former guest on the show. We love Grouchy Greg. What did you do with Grouchy Greg?
So Grouchy, I went to dinner, and Grouchy and I actually recorded Grouchy proposing to his lady. So congratulations on those two. It was such a
congratulations
at the Chesapeake Inn.
Oh, how perfect.
Oh, yeah, it was beautiful.
That's perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Good job.
And then after that, at the same night, we had dinner en blanc, where our own Ty Richardson and Richmond, he just cracked me like, I have so many, and you know what I'm thinking, Ty? I'm thinking about the boxing that was happening that night. It was a lot of things. Sorry, Ty. Yes. My man Ty and my homegirl, Kaylin, the floor director of Good Morning Wilmington, were out at dinner en blanc. 3,000 people showed up. Over 3,000 people showed up, all dressed in white at Cool Springs Park. Another event that the Michael and Sherelle Flags put together that was just amazing. I think it's just a good taste of sexy is what the city needs, and they definitely supplied it that night.
I saw pictures, and everyone looked beautiful. I mean, the weather was perfect. It wasn't very, very hot. I thought the weather was perfect that day. But the fact that everyone was able to come together, everyone felt great, everyone was celebrating. It was just so special to be able to see all these wonderful pictures and photos. I want to go next year.
Next year, you're going.
I really want to go. It looks like my kind of party.
Yeah. Delaware Chuck was there, so it's a party.
And I know the mayor was there. Mayor Mike Perzicki was there as well, supporting. So I love that.
The mayor had his all white.
He did. He looked good.
With his white number 3s, with number 4 J's. So shout out to the mayor. Is it my man? He be killing it. So shout out. And then there was the boxing match. I didn't get a chance to go to the boxing match. Also at the Chase Field House.
Right, but the press conference was aired on DETV.
It was aired on DETV that Friday.
I was able to tune in via Facebook from DETV, so I was able to watch a little bit of that because we had them on the show. We had Dee Lee on the show. So
with Joe Richmond.
With Joe Richmond, that's right. So we were able to chat with the both of them. So let's talk about our guests, because I know we're running out of time. Okay. Before we break for a commercial, we have to talk about our guests. We have Aaron Bass and Maurice Ragland from Eastside Charter School here to talk about exciting news.
There they go again, Eastside Charter. And we need to talk about, and we'll get into it, that $1 million that Barclays gave Eastside Charter.
Yes.
But don't tell them.
No, let's wait until the interview. Okay. Let's wait until the interview. So, all right, so, and then we also have Chef J. Oh, yes.
The vegan phenomenon.
Yes, I'm the restaurateur, the chef, celebrity chef, actually.
She's going to walk in here with this whole vegan dish. I can't wait.
So I was really excited. You know me. You know me. I was very excited about them. Like, all right, Najee got a restaurateur, a chef. We're eating on camera. Right. Perfect. We're always testing new food, but very, very excited to showcase her delectable delights.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
And last but not least, we have Drew Scott and Adrian Carmona from Delaware Worship Collective.
Okay.
Really, really excited to chat
Two
with
talented young men that are here in the plaza to talk. I can't wait to see what they got going on. The pun is, I can't wait to see what they got going on in the kitchen. But never mind. But I can't wait to see what they got going on. We forgot Jennifer Lewis, the Jennifer Lewis interview that Kaylin did.
That's right. Kaylin, you really did such a great job. I know Kaylin's right on set here, and I was able to tune in via Facebook on DETV. By the way, if you can't tune in live, the videos are reposted, so you can always go back later. That's the beauty of social media. So no excuses if you missed it. Go right to DETV on all social media platforms, even on YouTube, and you can look up Kaylin's interview.
Oh, it was amazing. Matter of fact, we need to put it in.
A great crowd too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Kaylin, look, Kaylin, what made you come up with that song? Come here. Hurry up. It's my show. Come on, we can do what we want to do. Come on.
Kaylin Pride.
Kaylin Pride.
One of our.
How did you come up with that song?
Well, you know, she went viral for that actually.
Okay.
That was a video that she went viral for back in the pandemic, so everyone knows about it. And then on top of that, her book is called Walking in My Joy in These Streets. So the song goes.
That was the icebreaker.
In these streets. So yes.
That was
you know, break the ice a little bit, but she absolutely loved it, and it was amazing.
Yeah, make sure you check it out.
Yes.
We'll put the
Thank you, Kaylin.
link in the description below so you can take a look at it. But it was definitely an awesome interview.
Yes, definitely. All right, we've got to take a quick
break.
Yes, we'll take a quick commercial break.
I want to take a break.
And we'll be right
back. We might as well just go into the interview. I got to take a break.
Got to take a break.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
Coming up, CEO of Eastside Charter Aaron Bass and Barclays Maurice Ragland.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Every issue that you care about.
Every issue that I care about.
And every issue that affects our daily lives is impacted by one simple action.
A vote. As the Delaware Voting Rights Coalition,
We stand ready to protect and expand access to voting.
Because our communities deserve a democracy that works for all of us.
Learn more and join us at aclu-de.org/DVRC.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Philly rock.
Oh my goodness, I know, right? Nonstop.
I think we have too much fun, don't we?
I do. We have so much fun on set. Well, welcome back, everyone. First up on the plaza, we have the CEO of Eastside Charter School, Aaron Bass, along with Maurice Ragland, segment director at Barclays. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, so excited to have you here on set of Good Morning Wilmington.
Now, before we get started, everyone, we forgot a special shout out that we had to wish someone happy birthday, right, Aaron?
Oh, yeah. So somebody's turning 40, and I want to make sure that the newest addition to the Eagles family. I got this for you, Logan. Happy birthday, brother! And this is the coming out party. Glad you signed the document and signed the Eagles contract. It is a binding contract, and we appreciate you joining the actual team that has a good season. My brother Maurice Ragland is also going to be there tonight as the Eagles beat the Vikings Monday Night Football. Thank you for letting me make sure.
There's a lot of shade going on here on the plaza.
Lots of announcements. No, we want to celebrate. You know, when people make good decisions, like Rick Ross came on, he made good decisions after. People can make good decisions with their football teams after in life as well, so we appreciate you.
And that's the perfect segue about good decisions, right? Mm-hmm. The decisions of Barclays and Eastside Charter.
Yes.
You guys are doing some great stuff down the Eastside. Last week I was there and for a ceremony to celebrate the new STEM project that's going on. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So yeah, we have a STEM hub that we are building on the Eastside property. It's run by our First Community Foundation, which is the foundation that owns our property, and it's in partnership with the Wilmington Library, also with Chemours, with Barclays. The idea is that where do you access STEM? So Delaware's #1 industry, medical fields, engineering, banking, you name it, it's STEM. Mm-hmm. And if you happen to grow up in Riverside, you're on Southbridge, pick wherever you happen to be, where do you access STEM? Right. And so now we have people like Barclays has been mentoring for 20 years at Eastside Charter School, said we're going to stand up and stand in the gap of where there's not resources. Chemours said we're going to commit our funds and make sure that we're not only committing capital, but human capital to make sure that if you want to get an $80,000, $100,000, $200,000 job, then you know how to do that, and there are people that work with you on that. So we had Denny from Barclays there, Maurice, who's also a board member at Eastside Charter School there, and we have a lot of other supporters because we want to make sure that you have access to a great future, and it starts with the work we're doing here in Delaware.
Amazing, amazing. I was able to look up on the website. I believe if you go to Eastside Charter's website, it shows some plans for what the school will look like. I believe I caught that and I was like, wow, I mean, magnificent. Little peek, and I know that the enrollment right now is about over 400 students, and you're bursting at the seams, so you need the space, which is important. It's important for our children, important for our kids to get a good education, but also have the proper resources. So this is so incredible what's going to happen. Yeah. So Mr. Ragland, well, Maurice, tell us a little bit more about your involvement.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think for me, one, having the great opportunity to sit on the board of Eastside, I have a chance to witness firsthand the wonderful work that's happening at Eastside, the opportunity of kids to really have a tremendous education. Yes. And for us at Barclays, we've been in collaboration with Eastside for now 20 years. And it really started with us developing a mentoring program where, we wanted to ensure that kids just had the opportunity to connect socially and emotionally, as well as helping them with their homework. And so it's been a wonderful partnership for us over the last 20 years. And really, this is just an extension of what we've been doing, feet on the ground through the mentoring program, and really just making a tangible investment into the lives of not only the kids, but into the community, which is really just a part of the DNA for Barclays.
The key word here is investment, right? And we see that with what's going on to that whole corridor on the north side, from the affordable housing that the work group is putting together, and now something with education. Where do you see this investment, or what else would it do for the kids, for the community, for creating jobs and creating a whole new pathway for kids with education?
Yeah, well, I'll let you go ahead and start.
I'll jump in. I think, one, having access to those executives and employees that are able to come in from these corporations, and so we can show you what we're doing. I think workforce development, just having access. The Wilmington Library, which just won an award as the greatest library in America, is going to be running this, so it's not just for Eastside families or community, it's for the entire public to come in and have access to this. So there'll be job fairs, internships, there's training in coding, there's training in all STEM. We have a NASA scientist that actually came on board and said, I want to be a part of this because this is something that will be revolutionary. And so the only thing we realized is that you need to get people an access point. So when Barclays came to us, they started mentoring not because they wanted to just do something nice, but one of the conversations was, we need to look at employees for the future. And so when somebody's in second grade or eighth grade, we're starting this mentoring program. How do we extend this? So now when they're in high school, when they're in college, they can bring their friends and be able to access this. So for labor, we now have people with the most amount of promise now have access because we have not, because it has been available. And so now we provide that gap. And so I look forward to seeing 20 years from today when our future board members, our future DETV, because we're talking about DETV being at the studio. Yeah. There's a TV studio being built at the STEM Hub. So we'd love to have the next Ivans and Vincenzas come out of this partnership. But I think it's a great way to show what you do. It's amazing. By the way, shout out to the entire work group. And so what's taking place with multiple hundreds of millions of dollars being invested in the community, you're seeing an entire community come together with community members, with leaders, with corporations, and then with politicians and elected leaders say we have to do better. And this is an example of how this is taking place.
Right. This is so tremendous. Yeah. Really, it is.
It's the perfect ecosystem.
Yes.
It's the perfect ecosystem. When you have, and I was sitting in the mayor's office about 2 weeks ago, and I love talking to the mayor, right? And what he said was something that was so profound. He said, you know, we need more kids that look like you to see you.
Yes.
And he wasn't just talking about me. He was talking about the Logan Herons. He was talking about the Aaron Bass. He was talking about the Serrans. He was talking about Marquivas. They need to see us, right? And then when you look at, and I was over there, and all I saw, black faces, young black faces that had embedded in them, I now have a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the power of the mentoring program, right? Because, you know, I happen to lead at Barclays, we have a Black Professional Forum. And so, you know, being able to take, you know, black faces and allowing the kids to see people who look like them achieving and being successful. And that's also part of the reason for, you know, with the STEM Hub that has us so excited. When you think about kind of where the jobs of the future are, it's in a lot of those science and technology fields. And ensuring that our kids are not getting left behind in those arenas and in those spaces, making a tangible investment to ensure that they're up to speed and on par and even exceeding some of their peers in the spaces of science and technology is huge to ensure that they're prepared for the jobs of the future. And so that's why this is such an important partnership for us.
And when you look at, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Please.
Because I'm excited, right? Because I'm excited. Because when you look at the city of Wilmington, right? We're going to talk just about the city of Wilmington. The city of Wilmington and where they're going with their job market. There is no more assembly lines for cars or anything like that, right? It's science and technology. Like all the apartment buildings are coming up for people that can work from home or hop off the train and get back on the train or whatever. Science and technology. And it's so great that Barclays, Eastside Charter are making an investment in the youth to say 15, 20 years from now, where are you going to be? Right. And you know, when I started teaching film at Akumba, it's like, and that was 8 years ago. So I'm seeing these kids in college now run up to me and say, "Hey, Mr. Ivan, my major is broadcast. Can I come intern with you?" And I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa, wait, am I getting old? You know, but it's just something to see that ROI, that return of investment on that. So again, shout out to you. Salute to what Barclays and Eastside Charter and Work Group is doing. You have to say everybody, right?
Right.
So I'm freaking out.
Right. No, and it's an opportunity to build the resume. And I think starting at such a young age, I know that growing up in school, it was about building your resume, getting that hands-on experience, but now you're getting that hands-on experience right in the school, starting at a younger age, even better to build a stronger foundation, to build that confidence in the workforce, because we all know the workforce is very intimidating once you become a young adult. But I love the opportunities that you will be providing. So let's talk more about the, well, actually, I want to take it back a little bit. I want to take it back a little bit because I feel it's an important question that I feel you will understand when I say a lot of people may not know what STEM is.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that.
So for our viewers that may not know, because I know there are many that may not know, let's break it down for them. What is STEM?
So science, technology, engineering, and math is what STEM is, and some have added the A, which is arts. And so while we still focus on STEM as that acronym, we're definitely infusing art in all that we do. And it's been amazing that we've seen that when you give people opportunity, they rise to the occasion. I think back to our honors programs, the Apex honors students who were here last week and got a chance to do their impact lecture here. We said we have students that have the most promise, let's provide the opportunity for them. And so in the last 3 years, those students have earned over $1 million in scholarships to the top private schools in the entire state in just 3 years. And that's in partnership with Tower Hill, with Sanford, and with Wilmington Friends School. Fast forward, we said, well, we need to provide STEM opportunities, not just for Eastside, but for our parents and for the entire community. And then we had Barclays come on board, we had Comores come on board, we've had the state of Delaware come on board, we've had a number of people, foundations, and so Lafayette McHugh, and we've had Longwood, the list goes on, and Welfare Foundation, because people are saying that they want to see the return. What is amazing is not about just the numbers, and so those are impressive, and I appreciate you have to have funding to make these things happen.
Very true.
Yeah.
But you also need to have people believe in what you're doing and believe in that community. Because if they don't do that, then it's all for nothing. And so we're appreciative of Barclays for engaging in STEM.
Yeah, real quick, you said available to the students and parents.
With the entire community.
Okay.
So during the school day, the STEM hub will be used by Eastside Charter School. So we're gonna have our Apex Honor students, they'll have access to that, and we'll extend our middle school. On top of that, evenings, weekends, all summer long, the Wilmington Library will be coming in, and this has become their satellite. So they'll be running programming out of this building. So if you happen to be at Coomba, you happen to be at Pick, the government building, if you happen to be down the street, because we don't want to do something just for our building. And part of this was, so Barclays, just give you some history, has been involved with Eastside. They redid our back area. So they made a playground area and football fields. And the one thing that Barclays said was, you cannot use this for Eastside alone. So they invested $600,000, and that back area, there's no fences to keep anybody out. There's nothing there. It's used by the school during the school day, and then afternoons, weekends, you have football teams, track teams, soccer teams. Everyone can use that, and it's beautiful. And so for the STEM hub, anybody in Delaware, anybody in Wilmington, you do not have to go to Eastside Charter School to access
See,
this.
that's amazing.
Community.
That's amazing.
That's it. Gentlemen, I could sit here and talk to you for another 3 days about this.
So
because
tremendous.
But we have to grade, take a quick break. Camera right there, you got 30 seconds. Tell them about the project, what you got going on.
So the STEM Hub is taking place at Eastside Charter School. We're thankful for all of our partners that have jumped on board to make sure that we can make this successful. Again, running by the Wilmington Library as a satellite for them, but anybody can access STEM. If you are a corporate partner that wants to get involved, definitely reach out to us at Eastside Charter School. If you are a community member that wants to get involved in this new endeavor, definitely let us know. We plan on opening in 2024 and making it accessible by the entire public. So thank you all to DETV and to Barclays for your support, as well as all of our supporters for making this thing happen.
I'm super excited. Guys, again, congratulations and salute to what you guys are going on, and thank you for doing what you're doing. I swear we need some Capeless Heroes trophies.
Just a hand right here.
Just a hand out.
There you go.
Thank you. Again, thanks again.
I'd be remiss if I didn't celebrate you for what you're doing to get the word out. So thank you for being a voice to the community.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, Vincenzo, them pesky little commercial breaks. You gotta pay those pesky little bills.
That's all right, because when we return, Chef Jay is here, owner of Believe It, It's Vegan. Really excited.
But first of all, shout out to her framework. Wait till you see her framework. Her glasses is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, she can cook and she got good glasses. All right, we'll be right back after this.
No, she's got good taste.
Good taste. Boom. Oh, I see what you did there. We'll be right back after these messages.
Next on the Plaza, celebrity chef Jenesis Prioleau.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Storman's Classic Hall of Fame inductees have just reached here. We're going to induct 100 people, and all the conversation around the state is going to come to a halt because we're going to induct 100 guys and girls on September the 29th at the Chase Center at 6 p.m. Be there. Also, most of these folks participated in Storman's Turkey Drive. It always happens the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Be there, Storman's Classic 100 Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm ready. Woo!
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like, what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can with the community, for the community.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances. And now, I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is here on the plaza to talk about her new vegan-based restaurant opening soon in Smyrna, Delaware. So right here in the first state, please welcome celebrity chef Jenesis Prioleau, owner of Believe It, It's Vegan. Good morning, chef.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys?
Well, how are you? All right, chef.
I love it.
Let me hear about the restaurant.
So I decided to open up a restaurant. I seen a lot about a heartburn in the Kent County, Dover area. There's not many Dover locations where you can get vegan food.
Right.
Very true.
I'm vegan and I love to eat.
Right.
And I couldn't find anyone. So
Right.
of course I'm a chef, but I like to eat out too, and I couldn't find anything. So
Right.
I decided, you know what? Smyrna is a gym.
Right.
And I decided, let me bring this culinary into this special place, this historical area.
Right.
Bring some more people into the community that can get some good food, healthy food at that.
Right.
That farm to table, organic food that you're not going to regret from.
Yeah, it was funny because I was in Philly the other day and I was thinking, I'm always in Philly and New York, and I was thinking there's so many options, right?
Absolutely.
If you're a vegan, if you're a pescatarian, you could go where you want. But here in Delaware, there are not too many options,
No, it's not too many.
and especially down when you're looking at the Kent County area.
Correct.
So what makes your vegan food different? Because the name says it, but what else is it?
Well, once upon a time I wasn't vegan, so
Okay.
I love to eat.
Okay.
My roots come from Illinois. I did move here when I was 12, so Delaware is my home. But I ate, and I came from that family where you got fried chicken,
On
you got that
Sundays.
biscuits.
Right.
We ate. So when I went vegan, I needed to make sure that I veganized and I didn't have a miss for that old food.
Okay.
So when you taste my culinary, you're not going to taste the difference.
Oh.
You're going to think you're eating the same thing. That's why it's Believe It.
I wish
It's
I had some
vegan.
pearl clutch here. Okay.
That's why I said Believe It, it's vegan. It's a statement. So it's like, it makes you guess, is this really vegan?
It's a period.
Exactly,
It's a period.
exactly. Absolutely.
So what inspired you to become a chef?
Well, I've been cooking forever. So I started cooking at 8, and it just festered. My grandmother was a master baker in Chicago. My big mama, who's still alive, she's had a birthday, 102.
Oh, wow.
She was cooking. So I came from a lineage that everyone cooked.
Right.
It was just in our DNA. So cooking is just something I do, like breathing. So it's just something that makes me happy. And that's why I decided to become a chef.
Right, and obviously it's in your DNA at this
Absolutely,
point.
absolutely.
But it also is something that you are passionate about. And I know, because I'm third generation in the restaurant industry. My father is a chef, and so I know that it takes heart.
Absolutely.
And passion,
Absolutely.
and you definitely have that.
Absolutely.
You definitely have that. So, why specifically just vegan? Did you think about maybe I want to do other, venture off in other cuisine, or you just was like, no, I want to stay specifically vegan?
I want to stay in the path that I'm walking, so I'm vegan. All right. So I became vegan 12 years ago. I ate a burger. Long story short, my stomach didn't like it. They wanted to put me on these different meds, which I don't believe in meds in that sense. And so when you have stomach issues, you want to try to figure out how you don't have to take these medicines anymore.
Right.
So I went through a process of learning different food, what to eat, what not to eat, and that was my vegan journey. I believe that, there's nothing against me, but I believe that you should always put vegetables. And if you don't, it's gonna make a balance act with your stomach. So I'm pushing veganism really hard because if you look at our society, we're very medicated, extremely medicated. And that's not fair to the body because our body is a machine. It knows how to heal itself. But if you're not giving it the tools, how can it heal itself?
Yep. I'm a firm, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm a firm, but that resonated with me because I'm a firm believer in that you are what you eat.
Correct.
And if you have any health ailments, you need to listen to your body.
Correct.
And if you putting good food into your body, it's going to help.
Absolutely.
Make you stronger, just like you said, we're built like a machine.
Correct.
Fuel the machine with good things, right?
Absolutely.
So I definitely agree with you on that. So let's talk about your restaurant. Let's talk about where it's at.
Okay.
When's the opening?
Okay.
Give us the background.
I'll give you the
with
tea.
that. Yeah, yes,
So,
yes, the tea.
So the opening date is October 15th. I'm very excited about
coming
it.
up.
It's coming up next month.
Coming up.
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming up. The cool thing about my restaurant, I just don't want it to be a restaurant, right? I want it to be a restaurant where you can eat, you can do taste the arts, you can come and paint, because I love to paint.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You know, so you can paint, you can enjoy your children. And then I also want to have it where you have a diners club. You come in after hours, get that elite, whatever you want to get, that's not on that menu. I want to bring culture into the community, and that culture is the people around, but they don't know.
Right.
So that's what I want to do. I want to bring people in. I just don't want you to come and eat. I want you to come to my place, and it's like you're at home.
Right.
You know, so that's what I want to bring
Big
to
mama
my
house
restaurant.
on
Yeah,
the
that's
vegan
right.
side.
That's right. That's right. That's right. On the south side.
So you mentioned something, and personal for me, being diabetic and having high blood pressure, right? I woke up one day, like 2 weeks ago, and said, yo, I'm tired of these meds, right? Because, meds are meds. They never give you the healing when you go to the doctor. They always, give you the prescription, right? Because money is money and they come back.
Absolutely, big
right?
business.
Big money and they come back. Right? Anyhow, and like you said, like you both said, is like food can affect the body. I know that. And for someone like me that's sitting at home right now that might be diabetic, might be overweight, and saying I need to make a life change, where should we start to become vegan? Because we automatically think, I'm going to say, yes, we automatically think that the food is nasty. We think that I can't go from what I've been doing to stop eating meat to this. My question to you, where should we start?
Well, baby steps. With anything, it's like telling someone to stop smoking. You can't. It's not cold turkey. It's got to take some time. So I would suggest that if you're going to go the vegan route, let's just start off with just adding vegetables to your seafood.
Right.
And then slowly process, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, then you say, I'm going to do a vegetarian meal. And then 3 weeks from now, I'm going to do a vegan meal. So your body needs time to process what you're doing. You don't want it to go into shock.
Okay.
Right.
You just want to do cold turkey. I'm going to go vegan.
Right.
Like, I'm going to eat my Brussels sprouts every day. You're going to go mad. You're going to be like, this is not going to work for me.
Right,
I'm tired of eating these vegetables. So the goal is to slowly process yourself into veganism.
All right.
That's what I did. I didn't do it automatically overnight.
Right.
But I tell you one thing, when I did do it, I didn't have to take the medication.
There you go.
So that's the win. You want to take care of your body. I'm 42 years old. I don't look 42, but I take care of my body.
Gotcha.
So you only have one.
Right.
So
That's right.
my suggestion is to take baby steps. Like, maybe every Friday you're going to do a vegan, meal, not just a salad, because vegan is not just eating salad. Other stuff. So what I'm saying is veganize it. So instead of using meat, substitute with a vegetable. So instead of doing beef tacos, do a vegetable taco.
Okay.
So you can
Just
veganize
substitute
anything.
slowly but surely.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
And speaking of that, what do we have here? What's the word, Nazmi? You bring gifts.
I bring gifts. This is like Big Mama's house. I gotta feed you.
Okay.
So I brought you some vegan fried chicken. All right, and then I
I'll
brought
hand
you.
it to you, Ivan.
I brought you
Might need a
Bruschetta French toast waffles, because the reason why they're French toast waffles is because I love French toast and I love waffles.
Wait.
So let's do the both.
Wait,
Is
look
this
at
syrup? Is that syrup?
That's syrup.
That's
Yeah.
syrup.
Did y'all get a shot of this? Did y'all get a shot of this? That's so cute.
First off, the presentation.
Oh, thank you. And then I have
is
strawberry
exquisite.
butter.
Strawberry.
So they were originally on hearts, but it melted because it's still warm right now, even though it's fall. But it's strawberry butter, so you gotta use the strawberry butter.
Okay, all right, man.
I'm trying to figure out how.
And it's vegan.
All right, here. I'll hold that.
What am I doing?
Strawberry butter.
Oh, yeah.
Brother needed butter.
Oh, sorry. I'm coming. Oh, we might need some napkins, Najee.
We needed a plate. You know what I mean?
No, this is a little sticky.
Portia,
So okay,
you did it again.
while Najee's getting us some napkins, if we can get our hands on some, tell us a little bit about your cookbook.
So I have a cookbook. It's called No Meat Allowed, and it'll be perfect for you. For people that want to learn how to just cook vegan slowly, it's a perfect rule book of learning how to do simple dishes through your local grocery store. You don't have to be fancy with it. And that's what I did. I gave little stories and dishes that you can make to veganize your world. So.
Oh, I love that.
And what's this?
That's chicken.
Girl, you ain't playing. She done messed up the church's money.
Well, tell us a little bit about your experience on MasterChef.
Well,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
That's
that
a big deal. By the way, everyone,
that
that's a big deal.
That was a big deal.
I have yellow on. Be careful.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
It was a very big deal. I got to experience MasterChef. I flew out, and you go through rounds that people don't realize behind the scenes. So I went through rounds, and then the round for the apron, I didn't make it to that point. I got cut. But the experience, the people, I got to meet Gerard Hurt, who also won that season 9.
Right.
I worked with him, and it was an amazing experience. I wouldn't change it. I'm still a part of the family. I meet so many different people from that we call it a family, a shamli is what we call it. A shamli. So I appreciate that. Being a chef, you meet all different people from all walks of life, and you learn so many different things and cultures. So I wouldn't change culinary.
Let's talk about this real quick.
Oh.
I want to make sure we get that part in there.
I know.
You know what I mean?
While you're
this
talking,
is good.
I try
it's
to
so
tell you.
flavorful.
And it's homemade bread. That's not
No,
store.
this is insane. But the chicken, did you get the chicken?
Has
crazy.
just a little kick at the end.
I didn't want it to be too.
I know. Before we started filming, I go, Chef Jay, is this spicy food? I need to be prepared for camera.
It just gives you a hug. That's all it does. It's just a hug.
It gives you a hug.
I love that. I'm going to use that.
It's so good.
It's very flavorful, savory.
Yeah.
Come on now, you're not gonna call a producer on him.
But it tastes like it.
Come on, producer. I gotta get Naj. Naj
This is delicious.
Naj is the foodie. Go ahead, come on back, Naj.
Don't forget the strawberry butter.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Najee, for the napkins.
Of course.
I know my hands are full of this strawberry butter here.
Try
Ivan,
the chicken though. I
your
got
napkin.
you. Thank you so much.
That's what I'm going for.
Right?
Go ahead. You here for that? Make you come home early, don't it?
Yep. Wait for the hug. Right at the end. Right at the end.
Isn't
It's
that
very
good?
good. So good.
Typical about vegan stuff. And this is okay.
No, this is really good. And we're not saying it just. This is really
thank you.
freaking
No,
good.
when I mean I cook, I really cook. I cook with love. So.
There's a lot of people out here cooking vegan recipes, and it just tastes like cardboard or tofu.
No. I want you to eat.
Yeah, she's serious. You see her eyes?
Yes.
She's serious.
Wait,
about
I
it.
have a question for
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
So I
Yes,
come
ma'am.
from a family of pizzaiolos.
Okay.
We're all pizza makers in our family.
I can make a mean pizza.
I was just going to ask. It's
I
hard to
can make
find a very
mean
good
pizza.
vegan pizza. We do offer vegan pizza at my restaurant.
Okay.
And we just leave the cheese out because we're not a fully vegan
No, I
operating
get it.
restaurant.
I get
We
it.
just leave the cheese off, and we have all fresh vegetables, and the tomato sauce is vegan.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
have any cheese in it, and there's no egg in our dough. But it's hard to find at other places a good vegan pizza.
So that's why I actually put on my menu. I have a breakfast pizza.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I was snooping around on the menu. I was like, "Ooh, that looks good.
So
that looks good."
Since you come from a family of chefs, instead of using olive oil, I use a little almond oil, so it has a little bit of a biscuit. That biscuit taste.
Don't tell them all.
I mean,
you got to go show her one-on-one
Yes.
on our cooking show.
I have to introduce you to my dad.
Okay,
he will
that.
love you.
I will love
There
that.
we go.
Because he's been practicing. So my dad's been going through some health issues.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of health issues, and he realized that he has to really watch what he's putting into his body.
Absolutely.
He has to protect it.
Absolutely.
So he's been practicing, and that's the key word. Practice.
Exactly.
Practicing a more vegan-friendly diet.
Absolutely.
Because he grew up in the Italian household,
Right.
cheese,
Absolutely.
dairy, meat, you name it, fish. But he notices when he practices a vegan diet, he feels better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he's been educating himself more and more. So I definitely have to link you guys up.
Definitely, I would love that. I would love that.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Okay.
But first, two things.
Okay.
One, I'm gonna need you to look at the camera and invite our audience to your grand opening.
All right. Well, my grand opening is coming October 15th. You would not be happy if you didn't come to it. I'm telling you now. I will have amazing food. It will be on 1 North Main Street in Smyrna, Delaware. Again, that's October 15th. It's called Believe It, It's Vegan. And I'm telling you, you won't believe that it's vegan once you get done eating. I promise you that.
And number 2, is it possible to get her scheduled? Because at my other studio,
yes.
we have a full fledged. We do cooking shows.
Okay, I am ready.
I'm gonna need that. We got that. Portia, what's the name of your agency again? Purpose PR Agency. Make sure you check Portia out. Amazing agency. And special thanks to you for coming. No really appreciate
you. Thank you, Chef Jay.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
This
thank you.
daggone chicken, man.
That's
She done messed the brother all up. Look, let's take a quick commercial break while I hop into another piece of chicken, right? Because I got 30 seconds before we go between guests.
Wait, don't forget the strawberry butter.
And the strawberry butter.
Strawberry butter.
So we'll be
Strawberry
right
butter.
back.
Here we go.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I do have a website. You can either go on Facebook, Jenesis Prioleau, or you can find me at believeit'svegan.com.
I got it.
Okay, you got it? I don't got no chicken. All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Come with the chicken.
Still to come, the Delaware Worship Collective's Drew Scott and Adrian Carmona.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Storman's Classic Hall of Fame inductees have just reached here. We're going to induct 100 people, and all the conversation around the state is going to come to a halt because we're going to induct 100 guys and girls on September the 29th at the Chase Center at 6 p.m. Be there. Also, most of these folks participated in Storman's Turkey Drive. It always happens the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Be there, Storman's Classic 100 Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm ready. Woo!
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I've been still enjoying Chef Jay's cuisine, and it was so good, so good. But we have to move on to our next guest. So our next guests are something like the kings of gospel here in the First State. I know you like that, right?
That's what
Their
you
passion.
did.
Wait. Their passion is to bring people together through music and inspiration. Welcome to the Plaza, the founders of the Delaware Worship Collective, Drew Scott and Adrian Carmona. Welcome.
Wow, that was the intro. That was the intro right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
First of all, I was going to be a little upset at first because I'm really not the morning person.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been thriving if it was good afternoon.
Right.
And then I saw her with the food, Jay.
Chef Jay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that smells great.
And I had to watch you eating the whole thing, Ivan. You demolished it.
Ivan, you might need this.
Let me tell you something.
You might need this napkin.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that napkin. Thank you. Thank you.
I know, and we had to make sure we
this is
shared
great.
some of the.
No, this is great.
I appreciate it.
Take a bite. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait till afterwards.
Live, right here.
Go ahead. Tell me what you think.
Right?
That's chicken. That's vegan chicken. Right there.
Isn't it delicious?
Oh my God.
It's so
He said, "Oh my
savory,
God."
the flavors,
You
right?
finna write a song about
There
this.
She gonna get a worship song for chicken. Okay, gentlemen, the Delaware Worship Collective.
Yeah.
What is it?
Man, it's it really is just a collective of all types of creatives that have come together under the premise of worshiping God with our talents. And so we have, of course, singers, songwriters, musicians, some MDs at their churches, MDs at other places, videographers, photographers, marketing professionals. That's all come together under this collective and kind of bringing our talents and gifts together to magnify God and to even to magnify the vision that He has given us for not just Delaware, but for the tri-state area. We are based here, but we have members that are in Jersey, Maryland, PA, and it's starting to spread some of everywhere.
And that's beautiful. I think that's amazing, number one. How did that come about? Like, because you see a bunch of creative doing workspace areas, but you don't really see them coming together worshiping.
Right.
How did that come about?
Right. I mean, so again, we just got together because we just wanted to write a song. Went for our first song write, and from our first song write, we were like, man, this is gold, man. We got to share this, but not only share this, man. Like, how do we present this to just our state? Our goal was to try to take over Delaware, and seriously, try to take over Delaware with just the talent that it has, because unfortunately, a lot of talent have to leave Delaware in order to be something. But we're like, yo, how do we just really bring out Delaware and show all the talents and the gift, the gift and talents within.
Right.
And slowly but surely, man, it just snowballed into one of the biggest experience that we've ever had, ever experienced, honestly.
Right. I love it. How many people do you have in this collective?
42 right now. It's
Okay.
And all those different creative levels, 42 of us.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yes. No. And let's share with our viewers about the Co-Night. Am I correct?
Co-Night.
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 Co-Night. Let's talk about that.
Man, Co-Nights have been just something very special to our team. It's where we started them just to come together and kind of share original songs that were written and the music and stuff that's doing, and all the creatives that have come together with our friends and family and pastors, just so they understood what we were moving forward and giving our time to, so they can help support it. And they quickly became bigger than we imagined. And so on September 30th, we have our 4th Co-Night. We just call it Co-Night 4. And we're coming together and we're sharing 14 original songs written within our team, some from past Co-Nights, some new. We have special guests coming to join us as well. An artist from Puerto Rico, Elisa Centron, and she is a great artist out of Puerto Rico that's coming here.
Hey, prayers for Puerto Rico, by the way.
Prayers for Puerto Rico and Dominican with the hurricane right now.
That's right. That's right. They're experiencing really bad
weather. Special prayers for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
This can be a huge. This is not can be, will be a huge
come on,
thing.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what I've learned is we're gonna take you to church real quick. What I've learned is it's not about self. It's what you do for God that will last, right?
Yes.
And I used to have this thing that whatever gift that I have from God, I give it back to God in praise, and then I watch things multiply. So what you're doing right now, and I think I believe that is great for not just you. You'll prosper, you get that, that's great. But it's great because you'll be able, your generation, you'll be able to touch your generation that needs some uplifting, some inspiration, because they might be going through something, and they might be a creative. So please keep doing what you're doing. It's definitely needed and wanted in the world today. So good Lord, that's awesome.
No, thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so let's talk more about the event itself. Now, can anyone attend? Are they selling tickets?
Yes.
Give us all that information, a website.
Come on, man.
Let me finish doing the shout out. Sorry.
I thought you were just let me finish eating this chicken.
That too.
We would have been understanding. We would have kept talking.
So Elisa Centron is coming out from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
We have Aaron Mclean, who's coming out from Colorado. He's a part of a collective out there, used to be known as Worship Mob, they're now called Jesus Co. And then we also have Nate Diaz, who's a part of Maverick City, and he's a part of Elevation Worship, but he's also a Delaware native.
Right.
He'll be here to worship with us on September 30th. That's 2 Fridays from now.
Okay.
It's $10 for a ticket.
Okay.
And you can go right to our website, www.deworshipco.com /co-night to purchase a ticket. And we really appreciate anybody that comes out and support. Those tickets will go back into the community, help with upcoming projects that we're working on, and even just some other endeavors that we hope to do in 2023.
Excellent. Now, is it all ages are welcome, or is there a specific age group that you
It's a family event.
Family event. That's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's age appropriate for
Of
all
course,
ages.
yeah.
You gotta ask these days.
Yeah,
right?
no, I appreciate that, but yeah, bring the family, bring the family.
And that's
We're open to family.
And I think that's really nice that it's a family event.
Yeah. It's a good
Come
time
out
too.
Together.
Good time.
Now, is it indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Indoors. So you don't have to worry about
Weather.
rain date. Always got to look at these
Just show
details.
up. Just show up.
Right?
Yeah.
Gotta look at these details.
Now, who's the singer songwriter here?
All right, so
we both sing.
Both sing.
Okay.
We both songwriters.
You know where this is going next, right?
You know what's going on.
So yeah, I did hear, but listen, if you do want to hear us sing, this would be a good opportunity to come out. Co-night.
Oh, I was going to sing
You should know I've been by
think so?
now.
If you don't know,
if you know how to sing.
on the spot live.
Ah, man. All right. What song?
I don't know.
Are they ready? All right. Most people be like, nah, you know.
Oh, man. Go ahead, you pick.
You take over and I'll come on the BGVs with you.
All right, so it goes from what part?
Wherever. Verse, chorus, whatever.
Take over?
Yeah.
All right, simply. I feel your love,
That's
I
better.
feel your joy taking over. I feel your love, I feel your joy taking over. I feel your love, I feel your joy taking over.
That's like
I
the
feel
bridge
your
of the song.
love,
It's
I
real
feel your joy. It's a real hype song. It's
Right.
but
One of Canton Jones joints.
yeah, I don't want to give y'all too much.
Okay, no.
I want to make sure.
Vincenzo and I go next. You ready, Vin?
No.
Come on.
Can we hear y'all?
Vin, you take the low. I'm gonna take the high.
No, this will be good. This will be good.
Nobody wants to hear me sing.
No, but they need to come out and see you, right?
Yes.
So
Yes,
okay,
yes.
give the date again.
Delaware
It's
support.
Friday, September 30th. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets are $10.
Okay.
And go to www.deworshipco.com /co-night. And while you're there, go ahead and click on the music link and you can listen to the previous album we dropped
got an
earlier this
album
year.
out now.
And you can sing along when you come out.
All right. Is there a membership to join the co?
There's no membership right now. We're kind of solidifying the team that we have.
Okay.
And in 2023, we want to not just have co-nights like we've been doing, but have co-days that allow us to meet other creatives in the area and come together and kind of just share our vision, our heart, and see who wants to be a part of what we're doing.
So one of the major things Drew and I we wanted to do with this collective thing was it is open to the community. So it's like reach out to us and stuff, but we want it to be an outlet for the kids that are like young kids that are looking for just things within media, because we got people doing videography, photography and stuff, songwriters and stuff. We want to be able to give back in that way.
Right.
It's much more than just sports, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, this is the outlet. We have the platform for you guys too, but we also want to build you guys up and be able to send you
It
out.
almost seems like a mentorship program as well.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That's the feeling that I'm getting right
That's
now.
the goal for 2023. So we definitely want to be intentional about
Speak it
that.
into existence.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What is it? I'm always missing Bible scriptures. Look.
Yeah. She said, don't butcher it. Don't butcher it.
Isaiah 3:18. You know what I mean? Knowest thou shalt not.
You can paraphrase.
Yeah, that's always good. That's always good.
Don't jack it up.
But you guys mentioned albums, right? How many albums do you have, and what's the name of them?
So we have one project that came out in January of this year. Is DWC Presents Nothing But Jesus.
Yes.
And so it's on all the streaming platforms.
Volume 1 though, because I mean we got the ball rolling.
Yeah, and then in Christmas we have 2 Christmas singles that are prepared and ready that will be coming out
Just
later
got
this
sent to
year.
master.
Yep, that'll come out later this year. And then our new project will be out in Q1 of 23.
Yes,
How'd y'all two meet?
This collective.
Through the writing. So our collective is only like 18 years old, but so is our relationship.
Okay.
So
Nice.
it's
Love it. Love it.
We spend every day together.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Every day.
My dude Dennis back there, right? Yes, I get it.
Every day.
Let me give you, this is your camera right here.
Cool.
Right? You got 30 seconds. Go ahead and invite the community to your event.
Come on.
Awesome.
Right,
man, we would love for y'all to come out and worship with us on September 30th, Friday, September 30th. Doors open at 6:30. Again, go to www.deworshipco.com/co-night. And come out and worship with us. Our friends Nate Diaz, Elisa Centron, and Aaron Mclean will be there with us. You get to hear all original music and worship with us. And yeah, come out, prepare at the party, and celebrate God. Bring your kids, the whole family, the whole nine.
There you go. There you have it, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Thank you, guys.
Really appreciate
Chef Jay, thanks for this food.
Oh, yeah, seriously. I can't wait to demolish this.
Go ahead, you got it. You great close out. So we close from here. All right.
Closing from here.
Vincenzo, heck of a show.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
This is my road dog right here, man.
We always have great guests on the show.
Yeah, right.
But I love that we're always learning something new.
And I hope that you're at home are learning something new too, because while they were talking, I was sitting here, Vin, and I was like, wow, every week we're meeting someone different, right? That's doing some great stuff in the community.
Exactly.
From young gentlemen talking about worshiping and bringing people together for like a mentorship program,
right,
to an entrepreneur newly opening her store up in October,
right? Yeah, Chef Jay.
And then Barclays, a huge bank that's donating. They're donating $1 million every year for the next 3 years for this STEM hub.
Wow.
And can you, and like they said, what that's going to do in a community of in an impoverished area.
Tremendous.
And then the housing.
Tremendous.
On top of what they're doing, like in 15, 20 years, man, things will be different.
Yes,
you know?
and I love that what they're doing at Eastside Charter School is not only just for the children, but also for the entire community. And they're welcoming the whole state to take advantage of the resources. And I love that. I really do love that. So many exciting things. Delaware's taken off.
It is.
Wilmington's taken off. Delaware's taken off. Before you know it, all the celebrities want to live here. Everybody wants to live here, but we're proud of our state, and we're proud of what our community leaders are doing within our state. So thank you to all of our community leaders, and also our mayor, Mike Przicki, doing some great things here in Wilmington. But we do have to end the show. But before we do,
we're especially thank you to our sponsors, Balance Strength and Fitness, Wi-Fi, Internet Service, and Dart Transit. Thank you so much. And you know, one thing I want to say before we get out is I want you guys just to be encouraged, man, and just keep doing what you're doing. Because I'm sitting here and I'm constant. I believe God just constantly reminds me of where I started, and that was in the basement. And when everyone said this wouldn't work, right? That they like laughed and all that. And now, like sometimes the message is this. Sometimes you don't know where God is going to lead you. You just have to go and trust, right? And now, like years later, 10 years later, Vincenzo and I and the whole crew are here just bringing people on a show that was created in a basement with just an idea. I mean, people were just coming to the basement to now we really get to tell the greatness of the people that are out here and showcase them. So just keep moving. Don't worry about the how and don't worry about the money. It comes. Just move. You know what I mean? I got it, Elle. The lady with the wine, right? The lady with the wine. Put your wine in new skins. Never mind. We out of here. Look, we out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on Wednesday. Vincenzo and Ivan out.